Okay, hello guys. Do you hear my voice?
Yes, you are
Yes.
audible.
Okay, good night everybody. Welcome back to OTA community. Thank you for your coming on time, and hopefully you are in a good condition today. Okay, my name is Salamawarti. Today we will talk about why men don't listen and women can't read maps. Um, Men and women are surely different, not for better or for worse, just different. Just different, okay? Next slide. Okay, men criticize women about, no. Ah, okay. Women criticize men for their insensitivity, never listening, not being warm, not laughing, not talking, and then not giving enough affection. And in the other side, men criticize women for their driving ability, not being able to not being able to read road signs, overturning maps, being insensitive to road direction, and talking too much without a point. Guys, do you also do that? Please give your response or your comment. Okay, Mr. Aji, take your time.
Thank you so much for a nice introduction. But then before I've been breaking with my ex-girlfriend, so we've been experiencing this in many times. Sometimes we only using a phone, listening Google Maps, what is that direction? I couldn't able to fix it at all. For example, in the what is that? Like the crossroads, sometimes I really confused with that. But my ex-girlfriend said the same thing. Even though I mean, she was handling the handphone, but for directing to go to rec or live, sometimes she was confused also. But I don't know with that. Maybe it could be something in neuropsychology about that. That is make differences between men and women. But other than that, maybe I'm still waiting until the next explanation or other opinion from other participants. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Aji. And then who want to talk again?
Potong. Tinggal Korea sih 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 ayam.
Okay, probably Mr. Miss Sela.
Huh?
Me. I want to talk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because having me as the host, I am unable to have um, a raise hand feeder. So I need to speak out loud like this to give my own opinion. Okay, in regard to this feeling or attitude descriptions, like for example, insensitivity, for example, let's take one from so many characters that abruptly women accuse available on the men's side. In my opinion, men can be insensitive because um, they rely on their minds so much. They are logical creatures. But saying that men are rational one does not mean that women cannot think more straightly or more rationally. But oftentimes men are just like that. Men always try to calculate things so far away. Okay, they can predict which kind of steps, which kind of phases that's going to happen in the future, and that's why they become so cautious. But when it comes to insensitivity, yeah, I mean, like they will only show their sensitiveness if you are someone so important for her, for them. Okay, so for someone they love so much, for someone they adore so much, for someone that feels like it is the total hurt for them, they will do their best to make them pleased, make them happy, care for them, and etc. So insensitivity itself is, it is not being able to generalize or to put in all kinds of circumstances. Okay, and I think that's my opinion in regard to this character. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. It is very nice. Thank you, Mr. Sani. Okay, I think enough. We can move to the next slide because next slides maybe more amazing. Okay. Um, Man missed that women could not see the red light from the oil supply signal on the dashboard, but could find a dirty sock hidden in the dark corner 50 meters away. And the second, when entering a room full of people, women can immediately comment about each person in the room. And then when if woman drives a car and gets lost, woman will stop to ask for direction. But for man, prefers to keep driving in circles for hours on end because when men stop to ask for direction, it means weakness for them. Okay, guys, is it true or not? Please give your comment. Raise your hand.
Coba kita dengerin baru ikutin udah berapa kali diundang tapi nggak pernah ngikut. Raise your hand gimana? Raise your hand angkat tangan gimana?
Itu di
Oh raise hand, oh ini.
Okay, Mr. Reski.
Sorry, oh I forgot to mute. Yeah, I just joined.
Yeah, I see.
This is my first time, Miss.
Okay, take your time.
yang menghina Habibana Syekhina wa Murabbi Ruhina Habib Lutfi.
Mr. Reski?
Yeah. What? That sounds not clear. Sorry, can you repeat? Apa?
What?
Huh? Apa my signal? I think my signal is not good here. My sounds clear?
Yeah, that's clear.
Yes,
Or
clear.
not? Yeah. Oh.
That is yours.
I wanna what we'll do. What I will do. What I will do. What I should do. Sorry.
Give me comment about this slide.
Oh. Wait a minute. Hmm. Stop. To X for direction. What data? Yeah, I agree. Um, that is true. Wait. Terus stop.
Okay. How? Do you need time to thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, we can move to the other one. Okay, Mr. Aji.
I guess it is untrue because a lot of people, truck driver in US, they know everything about all of the indicators inside of that dashboard from the truck. And then, yeah, looking at 50 meters or something like that, it depends on the how good our eyes, I guess. It is untrue. And the second, this is my opinion. The second is when entering a room full of people. Not so. I have some women friends, which is they are so strict. They don't want to give a comment to other people behavior, attitude, so many more. They just only focus on themselves. And while the other, yeah, depends. Sometimes they give comment to other people. Same. If even men, they do the same thing. Uh, and the second point, uh, when I look at exact cases in Managua, for example, women that prefer the reversal. They want to go to just to some places that they feel comfortable to ask about the direction. While Matt can stop directly, ask to so many people that directly at a time without going to around like that. So I guess that is untrue. Maybe other we want to give another opinion that can disprove my opinion, but that is my argument. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Aji. Amazing. Okay, the next, who the next? Who is the next? Mr. Lucas Norman. Take your time.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. Um, Honestly, I have some points that I want to comment. The first one is the statement number two, um, that say when entering a room full of people, women can immediately comment about each person in the room. I don't know yet, but when I'm joined in some of my friends, that woman sometimes they thinking about like they can comment everyone's there. I don't know, like it was really natural. And sometimes because this is the biggest question that I always asking for them, like why you comment them, it's not really important for yourself, or it's not give something reward or some things that can really give benefit for your life, but why you still comment? And they just say like, I don't know why, I just say something like that. So for me, it's like natural, some things that so really natural. So I don't know, it was be the general problem or not, but for me, sometimes it's true. And the second points that I want to comment is about if drive a car and gets lost, men prefer to keep driving in circle hours on the end. I'm not really agree with this point because for me, I don't know yet, but personally, sometimes I also stop and ask for the direction. So it is too general if we say like men prefer to keep driving. I don't know, but for me, maybe it's came in own self, everyone in each man, like they have a chosen to do to stop for asking direction, and also they can prefer to keep driving. So for me, it's not really true. Yeah, that's the point for me. I think that's enough. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you, Mr. Lucas.
Apa ini moderatornya?
Okay, anyone would like to give comment again?
Guys, if you want to give some comment, you can just try to raise hand. You just need to touch the button in the participant panel inside your Zoom. Okay, so that's why the moderator can notice you and give you the chance to speak up about the topics. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, who wants to speak? Speak up. Mm, hello, Miss Reni. Miss Reni.
No, I don't have. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys. Maybe we can move to the next slide. Okay. Guys, did you know that women speak around 20,000 words per day, and men only speak around 7,000 per day? Okay, and the question is, do you think this is due to their biological condition or nature, or the attitude they have learned from generation to generation, or education? Please give your opinion. Mr. Ahmad Fatullah, take your time.
Yeah. Could you hear me, Miss Stella? I hope the whole of you could hear me well. In my opinion,
Yes.
well, we think about the biological or the gene from the woman and male. I think both of them has the similar condition in the chromosomal DNA and the others of gene that they have, but the expression from the gene probably different. Seems like the male have the penis and the women have the breasts. So the generation could be different from the male and female. And I think by the gene itself could give a huge impact to the preferable activity from both of them. I mean, when we have a stereotype that women are more talkative than the male, it could be impacted by their gene from the previous generation. And I suppose that it could be happen because the male have the condition that they have a huge obligation to run their family and build, build the neighborhood in their communities, and they have the obligation to give more working activities rather than to speaking from one person to the other person. But for female, because they live in the house and they don't give a huge attention to the work hard in the field, so they will need to relax to relax their mind by give some opinion from one female to the other female in the past era, and it will give impact to their gene too. That is my opinion. Maybe I'm false.
So you think that is because biological condition?
Yes, yes, yes. The idea that I say it is dependent on my first statement. It could be happen because the expression from the gene. I mean, we have the distinguishment from the male and female. The male have testes and female have, the breast. And maybe it could be impact to the activities that they do because the distinguishment of the body. If the body is distinguished, so the gene expression could be different. And maybe the expression that the women are talk active from the male, it because of the gene itself. That are my idea. Maybe I'm wrong. So give the truth one.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. And the next, I see Mr. Aji.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm disturbing all of you again, all of your opportunity again. In my opinion, in recent research, the mesencephalon, or called middle brain. I don't know what the definition is of that. It means that is like a brain, no, a component of brain which is separating the left and the right brain is growing 30% bigger in the women. So that's why those components of right and left brain is completing each other. They are working together at the same time, and then it is contemplating and reflected in the way they speak every day. It is different with men. Of course, that is true. But in some certain situation internally, when someone has a chromosome, for example, XXA, means that a man has a tendency to to be a behavior like a woman. So there's no distinguishment. I guess to answer that question, it is of course coming from both of them, nature and nurture, naturally, biologically or externally. When someone has a profession such as a comedian, of course, he, for example, that man should be speaking up, maybe more than 20,000 words in a day. So yeah, it is kind of conditionally, and sometimes it is kind of subjective. But in mainstream argument, that yeah, that this is the acceptable one. But maybe for the certain types of society, in what is that? In some kind of generalization, in some area, for example, it could be totally different. But in the usual stereotype, of course, that is correct, that woman is speaking up too much than a man. Man has such prejudice that, only using logics without having an abstraction about that, having no sense, feeling approach about that. But it is kind of generalization. Actually, that both of them have the same tendency, but of course, the component of their brain is totally different. So it is only attempting for someone having a bigger tendency to speak up or not, like that. But it's not very determined the behavior of men and women also. Maybe that is my opinion.
Okay. So you think that this is due to their biological condition?
Me? Are you asking to me?
Yeah, yeah.
No. It is coming from both of determination, nature and nurture. Nurture in external, nature it is internal, or called biological.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Aji. Okay, I see Miss Reni.
Yes.
Please welcome.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Sela. Believe or not, that one article that I ever out article, spelling is FOXP2, which makes a woman speak 20,000 words per day, and that I know more than men. Men is just about 13,000. This Fox P2 protein is a language protein. Women are said to have more Fox 2P than men. So women are more talkative. Thank you.
Men more chocolate.
Yes, than women. Eh, sorry, I mean women more talk active than men because on this protein, I don't know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
kind of protein this. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Miss Reni. Okay, again, who want to speak up? Okay, Mr. Ahmad Fatullah again.
Thank you. Oh
Please
my
go
God, I
first.
speak again. In the one face. Maybe the other people have the explanation related to this topic, but I have my one of my evidence to strengthen that the biological condition of the human being could impact to the, I mean, to the expression. I mean the behavioral expression from the human being itself. I mean, when we back to the Darwin, we face that adaptation could change the gene from the creature. I mean, from the creator. I mean, from the something that life. When they face a huge problem condition, they will try to adapt to face it. And when they fail, so they will be eliminated. But when they can survive, they will survive and will exist until this recent time. In my opinion, the male, why they don't have the tendency to speak more than the woman, because they adapt to the condition that they don't need to speak up more, and they need to do many hard work in their daily life rather than the women. But the women, because their strength is not well as the male, so they need to more talk active and communicative to make their stability more adaptive. I mean, more adaptive than the male. So by the well communication and well talk active, they will more sufficiently live in this world. And those all is impacted by the gene itself. And I think the biological condition is the main, is the main cause why women are more talk active than the male. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ahmad Fatullah. Thank you for your comment. And then I think one more.
Okay, I would like to speak up for this slide. Okay, so
Oh, Mr.
from
Sandi.
yeah. Okay, thank you for the time. Personally, I do agree with what has been said by Afida Ahmad Fatullah before, but I'd like to give different kind of reasoning. So yeah, So men tend to have less word to say in one day because they know not only because it's their nature, but it is actually the strategy to calm down the situation. Okay, just imagine if your woman talks so much in front of you, and you also do the same thing toward them. Can we actually solve our problems? So we need one of them. It's either the man or women to stop talking. Okay, to be patient, to keep listening, to become a good listener, and only by then the case is closed. Okay, the problem is fixed. Otherwise, okay, nobody's going to end the fight, and the fight got hotter and hotter, and it will never end in a very good way. So yeah, I think men try to become more silent in this situation to fix the situation. Okay, to fix the situation itself. So yeah, sometimes uh, uh, there are so many things that it's like bomb, a time bomb. You know, sometimes women because they have a bigger feeling. Yeah, because they have a bigger feeling, they tend to save what's actually in their mind, in their heart. So yeah, it's keep pumping, and it's getting bigger and bigger day by day, until the final time the women cannot restrain their emotion, and that's why they will stop. They will keep talking, and if it is stopped, it will only enlarge the level of the problem. And that's why it's better to know in what time and what place we as men should talk or should lessen the frequencies of talking and yeah and so on. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for new point of view for me. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sunny. Maybe we can move to the next slide because I will give you the reason. I'll give you the reason why women talk a lot. Okay, why women talk a lot? Uh, Based on the results of brain scan by Dr. Tonmoy Sarma as a psychopharmacology, as you can see, men have very small points in the brain for speech abilities, and then women and for women, um, speech abilities are in the front left hemisphere and are still added in a smaller area in the right hemisphere. So having speaking area in both hemisphere make women good at communicating. They enjoy talking and do it a lot. Okay, guys, you can see the location of speech and language capabilities in the brain, and then black areas activity, indicate activity. And then woman's purpose to talk is talk, just talk, not solution. When a woman speaks up to get out the words she has not had time to say that day, they don't want to be interrupted with a solution to their problem. But this is good for you men. You are not expected to answer. Just listen. When a woman has finished speaking, she will be relieved and happy, and she will judge you as a great man because you want to listen. Okay. Anyone would like to comment this slide? Mr. Ahmad
Oh my
Fatullah.
God, I talk more here, but I hope the female will be more talk active in this discussion. Maybe it will prove that something that is not the well idea from this doctor. I mean, from the Dr. Sarma here. But how if we face a condition that an extrovert female in compared with the boy, I mean an extrovert boy, maybe we will face that the opposite condition from this statement. However, the professor, I mean the Dr. Sarma just shared about the neural reason why female are more talkative than the boy. Um, in this case, I am not an expert in the neurological science, but maybe that is the one of proof that female are more talk active. But in this discussion, I hope that female will be more talk active. Thank you.
Okay, female talk aloud, please. Okay, I will choose female. Miss Hanifah. Hello, Miss Hanifah. Do you hear me? Oh, okay. Miss Eka Damayuda. Take your time.
I'm not Miss.
Oh, okay, Mister. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Okay, just maybe just a short. Maybe just a short opinion from my perspective that actually I agree with your previous slide that said women have a lot words when they talk than a man, because when you study about feminism, you will see that woman is using their field to understand their situation around them. For example, how they understand about justice, and then how they understand about injustice, something like that. So they feel with a lot of words, they can explain more about the situation, about the field, and etc., etc. And that's why we can see that man is not capable enough to understand about field, because men usually thinks with their logic. For example, like if my friend's smoking and then the other one also smoking, that means that cigarette is a common thing that we need in every day, something like that. But women, it's different. They can smoke with another reason, and when they see other women smoke, they can feel like maybe she had a bad day or something. So that's why when they usually use a lot of words to explain more about the situation or the field. And about this one, woman supposed to talk is talk. I think I find something. I realize something when I'm already have a girl now, because actually the good relationship start with when men start to listen and women start to how to explain more with how to say it, like very simple. And it's also support the situation also. Like for example, my girl, for example, she just want to explain that she wants to went with her friend yesterday, but it takes to 15 minutes till 20 minutes to explain her need yesterday, something like that. But when you cut it in the middle of the time she speak or she spoke, I think it's how to say it, like it make her feel make her mood bad, make her bad, make a bad mood, something like that. So I think it's
about relationship in society is about how to learn when men learn how to listen, and then the other one trying to explain it more, not shorter, maybe explain it with a very attractive way, something like that.
Yes, thank you. I already have a new girlfriend. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I see Miss Redmi.
Hi, Miss Sela. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully, hopefully this opinion will um, add some insights from the women perspective. So, um, I'm I was feeling like I was tickling by Mr. Eka's opinion before about the relation between our talkativeness and or our language ability, and the way how we perceive something more with feelings than logic. Yeah, it maybe it somehow can be related, but we cannot directly relate them. I mean, there will be a more complex relation between the language ability and the how we perceive something with feelings than the logic. And talking about what is how women are now struggling, and what is that in the women empowerment, and what is that how we struggle with what is that our what is that, yeah, I forgot the point. Sorry. What I want to say is that the balance is indeed when men start to listen more. Yeah. You have already said this point before, and yeah, because neurologically, women indeed more have more verbal abilities in terms of spelling or maybe language ability in general, and grammatical usage and verbal memory than the men. But in terms of how it's how they express their opinions or their feelings, right? And it's just the way how they express it. For example, I give you an example of when um, a man and woman in a same room, for example, and then it's such maybe it's such a hot condition, it's such a hot surround environment, like yeah, they feel uncomfortable with that situation, and then the way men and women at that time express their feeling with that situation will be different in terms of their language expression. That's I think how neurologically the way we express our language different, and in terms of the how we perceive something with feelings more than logic. I think that's how the balance, how we should live in harmony, right? Between men and women. And in terms of the women empowerment, what is that the this issue that we want to talk about now. um, I think we have to consider the word listen carefully, right? About the gender and feminism. The fact that is happening now, there are so many people, there are so many what is that? Yeah, there's so many opinions that say, yeah, feminism is just what is that? It's just the feeling the overreactions of the women, for example. And yeah, it's not an act of listening. If you are consider that you're a man, that you are a good listener, neurologically you are consider that you have that ability to listen more. So yeah, that's how you have to do, even instead of like victim blaming, for example. Yeah, I'm jumping into the maybe the more complex issue, like yeah, instead of victim blaming in sexual harassment or something like that. Yeah, you should be listening more in those problem or those issues. Yeah, thank you very much, Kak Sela. Miss
Yeah,
Sela.
thank you. Yeah, thank you, Miss.
Oh, you provocated. Yeah, I just want to I want to be a voice of a woman here. Thank you. That's
I
all.
see. Yeah, I see Mr. Sunny. I
Oh, yeah, thank you so much for the time. So I have another reason why some people, be it men or women, uh, prefer to be silent. I mean, to be less talkative. It's because they want to be a mystery. They want to be like a puzzle. Okay, so everybody's talkative. That's something normal. Okay, but when you saw someone is abnormal, I'm like so distinguished. I'm like so special. Everybody would like to do this, but only her, only him, just want to be different, and that's why uh, women purpose to talk is talk. I believe that's quite false. Because yeah, some people want to some people, especially the introvert one, feel more comfortable when they do not talk, and they will only talk if it is completely necessary for them or being forced by somebody to talk, because talking for them is like putting knife into, into your neck like this, and putting your knife into the neck means like it can threaten you. It makes you so, yeah, discomforted. Okay, and yeah, someone who doesn't want to talk by nature will try to avoid talking, and yeah, if they need to talk, but I got a story. Okay, so I got a senior. I got senior when I was a student in senior high school. He's a man actually. So yeah, basically we learned English. I believe myself. I myself believe that when we want to speak faster, when we want to expert in speaking, we need to talk a lot, right? But at the time I got this boy, okay, this man become my senior. Uh, he never seemed to be talk. He never seemed to talk to anyone. He's a silencer, completely the introvert one. But at the time, he joined a debate competition, and I joined speech competition at the time. So it's my first time to know him talking. So at the time, he talked like more than just foreigner. He talked without comma and titik, yeah, full stop without full stop and comma. Okay, he speak in so monotonous way and so fast. Yeah, so by then I'm like curious just how come somebody that I never see talking can speak English so good and so fast, so fluent, so smooth. And I try to find the key to his expertise, and I asked his close friend. He actually practiced speaking inside bathroom. So when we taking them together, because we live in the dorms, okay. But yeah, there will be there will be something like a wall spared us, okay. But the flows of water, it is actually like, yeah, it can be seen from the other side. So yeah, his close mate like know that he actually practiced in the place that not known by some other people. Yeah, probably somebody would like to be talkative until they find the right partner, until they find somebody that they can trust, somebody that is not step in the back, somebody that they feel comfortable the most, deserve the trust. Okay, I think that's for me. Thank you.
Okay, so find your right partner. Okay, guys. I think enough, and we can move to the next slide.
Seems like Mr. Angga want to talk.
Oh,
Miss
okay,
Ella.
Mr. Angga. Sorry, Mr. Angga. Oh yeah, Mr. Angga Kusuma. Please welcome.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, Miss Sela, and good evening, everyone. Yes, yeah, I do believe in this theory actually, saying that women are more talk active than men, and I believe as well with the theory of in terms of extrovert and introvert and so on. However, it doesn't mean that we should accept the condition as such, right? I believe the theory of learning psychology, neuroscience, and so on is about how to adjust, how to adhere with the situations and improve ourselves well. So yes, I believe that when we want to improve our self, it it does it's not dependent on only about our gender and our issues regarding I am an introvert and so on. When we now that we are men, we are extrovert or we are introvert, we need to cover our disadvantage, in my opinion. So how to develop our abilities is more pivotal to do. So when we are aware of our self in terms of, for instance, I am an introvert, so I don't want to be an extrovert because I am an introvert. So it's not. It's a bad thing of learning this issue. So when we now that we are an introvert, so we should cover and we should develop ourselves well in terms of this thing, like talking a lot with others, practicing with others, like Mr. Sani said earlier. And yes, I still believe that environment um, builds our behavior, our perspectives, and so on. So when we would like to enhance ourselves, our perspective, our behaviors, we need to be surrounded by good people, by experts people, having the same purpose, having the better life, and so on. And I do believe that when we conduct that activity, um, we will likely be the good person in the world. Yes, thank you. Just a brief statement. Thank you, Mr. Misela.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Angga. Who want to speak again? Nothing? Okay, we can move to the next slide. Okay, guys, please imagine one day you need a friend to listen to all your complaints. So, who would you choose as a story partner? Woman or man? Please give your opinion.
Okay, probably, Miss Stella, can you please explain what do you mean by story partner?
Wife, okay. Story partner like friend that a friend to listen to all your complaints.
Please give your
Mr.
opinion.
and Mr. Ahmad Fatullah choose wife. So he
Aji
choose
want to
woman.
speak.
Yeah, Mr. Aji.
Oh my God. Sadly, we should choose, right? When I want to choose. The problem is always complaining about my existence. What the hell without jokiness? Okay. It for, for me, to choose someone is depending on what kind of the problem, I guess. And the problem is about an economy issue or something like that related with the macro level. Maybe the man is representing one to me because only few women that I know they are capable for what is that? I'm not it is kind of hard when I'm continuing. Okay, for digging up the real problem and solving those complexity of the solution itself, maybe I still prefer for a man. It could be my partner on working or my best friend, like my best politician, Eka, or the next policymaker in Indonesia, like Mr. Rangga. But for personal life, admitting some of my trouble with my personal life, personal relation back then, yeah, I prefer for having a good partner telling story with a woman, my close friend, for example. In micro level, I prefer women because they want to listen it and maybe they can express some kind of ethics that mostly men ignore it. So yeah, for me, it depends on the situation of the problem itself. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Aji. Depends on the problem. Okay, Mr. Lucas, welcome. Mr. Lucas. Hello.
If Mr.
Okay.
Lucas is not available, then we can move to the one who raised hand.
Okay, Mr. Ahmad.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. I think it would be dependent on the story itself. If the story is related to my family, so I think the person or the community that will hear will be the best option is my family. If the story is related to the problem, particularly related to the something that is quite hard in the idea, seems like the philosophical idea maybe, or maybe something that is more tendency to the politic options. I think the male is the best choice because in my opinion, they most of my friend, I mean the boyfriend, not my boyfriend. I mean, I'm not a gay. Yeah, okay. The friend that has the sex boy. Okay, the male friend. Okay, I mean, because I think they have the same frequency to be communicated with me rather than the female. Because yeah, that is just one of my idea. Maybe my stereotype is quite false. But if I have a problem with a female, so I will talk to her directly. Why not? Because it's related to her directly. Or maybe when I have a partnership, seems like I have a business with the female or maybe to the male, so I will share the story related to the business that we talk about. So it will be dependent on the story itself. So I will choose dependent on the story. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Aji. I believe that you are not gay. Okay, Mr. Eka, please welcome and take your time.
I think I will choose woman because I already know the answer when I talk to men. Something like because men think simple. Something like if I talk about how frustrated at work or something, the response will be simple as just like just work as usual, and then don't take it hard or something like that. So it's simple when we talk with men, because I also like that. So I think it's not I think it's a common thing when we talk about something with men, and then we get a simple reaction and simple simple suggestion if we ask for that. And why I choose woman, because I think when I talk with women, I can get more perspective about something. For example, when we talk about for example, when we talk about daily life, or about for example, I'm sorry to say it, for example, about sexuality or something like that, I can achieve more perspective when I talk with women. I think it's also helped me to find another option, or another how to say it, like another second opinion, help me for me to get another second opinion if I talk with women, something like that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Eka. So you choose girl, you choose female. And the next is Miss Redmi.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Miss Sela. So I think we can choose both, based on my personal opinion and based on my personal perspective, based on my personal what is that, experience. I have both women and men. I have my girlfriend. I mean, my best friend that is a girl, and my guy friend that are that are very good listener for me. So I can choose based on the time or based on the context of the problem that I want to complain, uh, w- which one or who will be the best one for me to complain. And based on this context of questions, who would you choose as a story partner if you want to express your complaints? And this in this context of complaints, I think it's like more personal issue. So yeah, if I have to tell you a little bit more opinion, yeah, both. I don't really know scientifically whether which one is better, the better listener, whether women or a man. But as I know, the stereotype is that it's stereotype says that women is the better listeners. So just like Mr. Eka said before, if we want to get some practical or a real solution, you can go to women. But yeah, if you want to just uh, complain and blabbering something like that, yeah, just go to your guy friend. But the real thing that is happening to me and several of my friends, there are real friends also. There are a very best friend that can be listening to us. Either there are women and there are men. And no matter what solution we need, no matter what problem that we want to complain about, they can also listen, and not only listen but also give our solution. Yeah, that's my opinion, I guess. Thank you.
So yeah, thank you, Miss. Let me. Very nice. Want to speak again, guys?
Me.
Ooh, me.
That's me. So me.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you for the time given. So, uh, this is really inspiring if we listen to the song by Lewis Capaldi, when he sing his song by saying like, I need somebody to heal, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but never the same. I guess I kind of like the way you numbed all the pain. Yeah, I mean, like, I talk about risk. Okay, so the number, the pain, we become the more selective. Okay, we become more selective to just someone that we can talk from heart to heart, from eye to eye, someone that fully understand us. Okay, because sometimes we don't know that if we talk to some people, they actually try to look down on us, look down on our story. They listen, but not to understand. They listen to, to give different solution, to even worsen the conditions we have, to ruins the mood as well. So yeah, it's kind of hard. Probably, I hope in the next slide will be some solutions to find uh, partners that can help you, that can listen you better, something like that. But I guess this is something that unpredictable. There are so many discussion and different perspectives. So yeah, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I love your voice. Okay, I think enough and we can move to the next slide. Yeah. This is the expression of woman when listening and the expression of man when listening. Guys, you see that man as a human statue, nothing expression, sad, surprised, angry, happy, afraid, and enthusiasm, just flat. You can see the woman. Women have expression, you know. Okay, who want to speak about this slide?
Seems like misread me,
Could
Michelle.
be, yeah, misread me. Please, misread me.
Okay, all right, thank you. So this slide, yeah. Can you hear me, Miss
Yeah,
Sarah?
yeah. Yes, I
Can
can.
you hear me, guys? Yeah. All right. So this slide just shows us that indeed females are better listeners than the males, right? Because when they listen, they can give they can give more expression than men, right? Yeah, it I think it relates to the previous slide that say that we when the women have the more or have the more verbal abilities than the man. Like, yeah, it's not only that, like how we can express it and or how can we spell something or the grammatical usage, something like that, or how we can speak something, but also how we can listen to some verbal inputs. So yeah, yeah, it's just explaining our previous discussion. Thank you, Kasela.
Yeah, thank you, Kak Ratmi.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, guys, who want to speak out again? Okay, I will choose Mr. Angga. Take your time.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm still loving looking at this picture. Yeah, frankly speaking, I'm actually someone who doesn't do this kind of thing, you know, when I'm listening to somebody as a man, right? Why? Because I know that when I do this thing in front of people, not only men but also women, in any genders, they won't. Um, I know that they do not like us when we talk to someone using this phrase, right? So again, I think it all depends on the context, in my opinion. When I hear to somebody, when I hear someone who's expressing their bad feelings, of course, I need to pay high attention on them. However, when I talk to someone who's explaining something not important and useless thing, I don't, I don't, I don't likely might pay attention on them, right? So because I'm not interested in what they are saying, what she or he is saying. Therefore, it all depends on the context, in my opinion. Someone who's know the reason the purpose of talking to somebody or to someone. To be honest, I don't do this thing as a man. Yes, yeah, I'm just sharing my viewpoint, my feelings about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Okay, Mister. Thank you. Okay, guys. Who the next? I think that the emotionless mask that men use while listening make them feel in control of themselves and circumstances. But that doesn't mean that men don't have feelings. Okay. Brain scans show that men feel emotions as strongly as women do, but they just don't want to show them. Like that. Okay, who want to? Okay, Mr. Ahmad Fatullah.
Well, I will not give many explanation or maybe any comments to these pictures because I'm quite terrified with this head chopped. I mean, the head are cut from the body. Oh, it's quite terrifying in my opinion. Oh my God, how psycho I am. Uh, but in my opinion, the both of them are tired. I mean, the boy and the woman are tired. So their face is not in the well condition and less energized. It refers to the male. Maybe the male just do something hard in that day. So the emotion and the face would be flat and same because he have a work hard in that day when he listen to his wife maybe. Or yeah, it will be back to the context of the communication itself. Thank you.
Thank you, Mister. Who want to speak up? Okay, I will choose Miss Anikun. Hello, Miss Anikun. Oh, no response.
Yes, can I talk?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah, I think this topic is not debatable because because how to say, this is the proof that the man and woman is not equal. Be, not even human equal because we have our unique. Every human have our own unique. Not because the man is tired in work, they how to say, not because the woman is so tired in work, they have the how to say, the same expression every time. But uh I think, yeah, because women in men have a different hormone, different energy, different how to say, different ways to express their expression. So I think it's okay. The most important is we need to understand, or whoever our how to say, our friends to talk. So if we also understand not only ourselves but also another person, so uh, we can talk and listen well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. What is your name? Mister, thank you.
Farhan.
Okay, Farhan. Okay, Mr. Farhan, thank you. And next is Miss Hudori. Miss or Mister Hudori.
Okay, Miss,
No, Miss.
could you hear my voice?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I want to describe this picture actually from the woman, so the man, commonly when the man get the story from the boy, they their face is bad. Yeah, because we don't think so much about the problems like what Mr. Eka said that man is simple, so we don't think about the complicated problem. But when the woman got the story from the man or from the members, they think that it depends on the problem. If the problem or the story is so funny, they will feel funny moment or funny event as well. But when the boy, even the story is so funny or is so complicated, they feel just flat face. Yeah, because commonly the men, they don't think complicated problem because yeah, that's it what I can share today. Because I'm so glad when my friend talk to me or share, talk to me about this problem.
Okay, enough, Mr. Udori.
Yeah, now this.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Eka, I see Mr. Eka.
Seems like Miss Amy and Miss Redmi would like to also
Yeah, Miss
speak, Miss
Redmi.
Stella. Okay.
Okay, Miss Redmi.
All right. Since several of you have talked about have talked about this expression matter with our mood or with the male's mood, I think it's not really related. If we want to compare how the men and the women express to something that they're listening to, I think it's related to the previous slide that Miss Stella have already showed us. About our verbal abilities that neurologically or scientifically we have more verbal abilities, so we can express something more than the men express verbally or in terms of the language we use, and the way we listen is one of the way we express that language activity, right? And I think it's not bad. I mean, when the man cannot express well or cannot express um, very clear, or depending on the situation, like when they're sad and they're angry and they're happy, it's just as well, they just express their facial expression with the same way. I think it's not bad. I think it's not a bad condition. It's not negative, right? So when they cannot express more very than the women, it doesn't mean that we can tell them about our complaints, like just like the previous slide. Again, I can say that, yeah, if we have something to complain about, we can just choose our best friend, whether it's a girlfriend or a guy friend, to talk about those problems, that we can think they can listen to us well, and they can give us solution. So yeah, doesn't the fact that you cannot express well doesn't mean that you cannot listen well. Yeah, that's my point, I think. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Redmi. Okay, guys. Maybe we can move to the next slide. Oh, can I? Okay, Mr. Rian. Okay, take your time.
Okay, good evening, everyone. This is my first time join with you, and I want to respond the second picture and the third picture. I will choose women because they are better able to hear every story we will tell, and they will also give more advice than men. Based on my experience when telling stories with men, they are more likely to tease and laugh. I think men are better stories with women, and women are better told to men, because fall in love can also happen maybe. And from the third picture, from this picture, we know that women are more eager to listen faithfully to the words we speak, and they will be happy when our story is happy, and they will be sad when it tells a sad story. So basically, they can understand the condition in our story. And we have to know that women have a sense of seriosity, so we can share as much as we can. Yeah, I think enough for me.
Yeah. You are right. The listener's woman's face will reflect the feelings expressed by the speaker. Thank you, Mr. Rian. Okay, guys, how if we move to the next slide? Mr. Sunny, please, next slide. Okay, guys, I want you to imagine again. Today, I want you to imagine many things. If you are very tired and want to sleep on the way, and you need a taxi to take you to your destination, which taxi would you choose? A man driver or a woman driver? Which taxi would you choose, Mr. Ahmad?
Hi. Yeah, because I'm so tired in that circumstance, so I will choose both of them. I mean, I will not think more a lot because I'm so damn tired in that condition, and thinking is one of energy consume condition, and it will make me more tired. So I will not do that. So whatever taxi that pass away, I will take it, even will it be man or women, as long as both of them has the insurance of my security. Thank you.
Okay. Very realistic. Mr. Ahmad Siswaji, please welcome. Mr.
Wait, thank you very much. Wait, this is full signal in my place. I'm sorry, I cannot turn on my camera, yeah, cause to save the signal here. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, for this question, thank you very much for moderator, and then for this opportunity. Wait, oh my god. Yeah, on this question, it can be, it can be what is, maybe it can be some discrimination or something, but I do not want to tell about this one more. But for me myself, based on my experience before and based on the general situation at the time, yeah, do you know that many driver is come from the men? I mean, yeah, we know that men in, if we, I don't know if this from some research or something, man has a good in navigation. So a man, I mean here, yeah, always has a good, what is good? The man, I mean the man is really good how to read or how to know the navigation, and where is the place correctly placed, or where is the address that they have to deliver the passenger, or have to, yeah, go to some place. And it's different with women. It's just for my experience before. And yeah, but in another story, maybe, yeah, it can be lady or man is doesn't matter. But for me myself, I prefer to choose a man because yeah, they are yeah, in our people, in our environment here, yeah, they are the main driver, and so many drivers come from the men. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ahmad Tiswaji. So the next is Mr. Angga. Please give your comment.
Yeah. To be honest, I wanted to continue Mr. Ahmad Fatwa's statement. Yes, I do agree with his statement before, because when we wanna go to somewhere, the more important is if it is about whether we should join a man driver or woman driver. In my opinion, both of them are good, as long as they are professional, they have many experience in terms of their jobs and so on. I think it doesn't matter whether the driver a man or a woman. However, we need to take a look at the current situations. For instance, I believe I assume that there are many sexist men in the world right now. For instance, when looking at the situations, they are tired. There is a perspective saying that when I see a beautiful woman, I won't be more tired anymore, right? I think that's a sexist idea. When you wanna be more healthy or healthier or fresh, you need to rest fully, right? Without looking at any sexy body and so on. I think that's a sexist idea that we need to defeat. We need to address right now. So when we are talking about these situations, in my viewpoint, it is very important to see to consider whether the driver is a professional or not. That's my viewpoint, my brief opinion about this. Thank you, Miss Stella.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Angga. Very nice. Okay, Mr. Lucas, please
Well, thank
welcome.
you so much. I will be give my opinion. Basically, I also agree with Mr. Ahmad. I will be choose both of them, but if I give my opinion based on the, I mean like based on the criminalities, um, crime or something like that, I choose. I will be prefer a woman driver. Why? Because I think like it is really easy to manage conflict. I mean like when we on the bad situation, or maybe we're not lucky, we're not lucky, and we find someone who's really have a bad habit, like he is a man driver, and he's not professional like the speaker before they already give their opinion. Maybe I will be prefer woman, because I can manage myself, and also I can manage that situations if the woman's have something bad. So yeah, that's my opinion, I think. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Lucas. So you choose both of them. Okay, who is the next? Want to talk, guys? Okay, I think we can move to the next slide. Yeah. Okay. Special capabilities. Dr. Camilla Benbow, Professor of Psychology, scanned the brain of more than 1 million boys and girls to study their special abilities and reported that difference between the genders began to appear since they were 4 years old. He found that girls can only see two-dimensional objects in their brain, while boys have the ability to see three-dimensional objects. Okay, so who is the better? The better is boy or man because he have good special abilities. Reading map and understanding where you stand is a special abilities. And then special abilities means being able to uh, to describe in the mind of to describe in the minds of the forms of object, and then their dimension, their coordinates, and their proportions, or their movements and their geography. So these abilities also include being able to imagine an object, rotating in the air, wading through the terrain full of obstacles, and seeing object in the 3 dimensions. The use of these abilities is determine the movement of a prey and know how to kill it. And then we can see that in man it is specialized brain function located in at least 4 areas in the right hemisphere of the forebrain and several smaller areas on the left. And that women don't have a special test for special abilities. So most women have low scores in tasks requiring special abilities. So in general, women don't enjoy special activities and don't pursue a career or spend time requiring these abilities. And meanwhile, for most men and boys, they have special abilities, so they have high value. They have high value in activities that use those abilities and often choose careers or sports that use those abilities. For men, this area of the brain is also used to solve the problems. And then special abilities are not strong. For women, special abilities are not strong. It make it difficult to them for read maps or directions. So this is the reason why women can't read maps. Okay, who want to speak up? I see. Guys, who wants to speak up? Hello. Yeah, Mr. Ahmad Fatullah.
Could you give us a little question related to this slide, maybe? Thank you.
Okay. Guys, do you want give comment for this slide or not? Okay, we can move to the next slide, guys. Okay, next slide. Okay, guys, do you hear me? Okay, I have, I want to give you a new question. Where is the location of emotions? Brain or heart or WhatsApp? WhatsApp. Please give your opinion. Who wants to speak up first for this slide? Yeah, Mr. Ahmad Fatullah.
Uh, yeah, well, maybe the other opinions would be better because I face that I am more talkative in this discussion. Maybe you could share to the other speakers. But in my perspective, everything that we decide in our life, even though it will be related to the emotional experience or emotional behavior or emotional expression in our life, all of them are related to our brain because our brain is the main, is the main decider of our conduct in our life. Is if we say that is it a hurt or maybe a chat in the WhatsApp, maybe it's gonna be unlogical way to say it because hurt in the reality is not exist. It's just an idea in our brain too. Thank you.
Okay, in the brain. Want to give a comment again?
Okay, probably me, myself.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to read you a poem. Okay. Siapa yang mampu membaca hati bila mata yang sebenar-benarnya jendela memilih untuk menyendiri? Yeah, so it means it is not the brain, it's not the heart, it's not also the emoticon on WhatsApp, but it's actually in the eye. Okay, because we can see the reflection of emotion in someone's eye. If someone laugh at you, we can still find out the truth inside their eyes. So when you want to figure out the emotion of someone, just look at their eyes. You will be able to see, are they actually sad? Are they actually be honest with you? Are they actually worries about you? Okay. But sometimes, especially for the opposite gender, it is not easy, right, to see someone's eye. Eyes to eyes, it can be it's kind of flirting. It's kind of nervous as well. Okay, that's from me. Thank you. So it is from the eye, the location of emotion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sunny. Okay, next, me also. Mr. Lucas want to speak?
I think skip. I don't have idea about this one.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Sunny, please, the next slide. Okay, and the answer is the location of emotion is brain. In man, the emotional point is generally located in the right side of the brain. This means that feelings can work separately from other brain functions. And then in a woman, feelings are more widely distributed in both hemispheres, meaning that feelings can work in conjunction with other brain functions. Okay, so the answer is in the brain. maybe we can to the next slide because the time is 9. Okay. Guys, I have a new question for you. Why girls' clothes seem one color? You can see that the clothes woman color are white, bone white, light pink, like hot pink, and light rose. But but for men, the clothes are green, black, red, yellow, white, and blue. Why? Why girls' clothes seem one color? Want to speak? Hello, everyone. Would you like to give comment about this slide or answer my question? Miss Diana, do you want to answer my questions? Mr. Sunny, we wait for our friends or we to the next?
We can go to the next slide, I guess.
Okay, the next slide. Okay, I will answer my questions.
Okay.
Okay. So why girls' clothes seem one color? Because in retina contains two cells. There are cone cell and what is it? Oh, rod cell and cone cell. Rod cell capture white and black color, and then cone cell capture other colors. Then cone cell from X chromosomes, and that women have to X chromosome. So women can describe colors in a more detailed way, and men will only use basic color depictions like that. This is the answer of my question. Okay, who want to give me comment? I see. I just know that. Okay, guys. Because the answer is because women have two X chromosome, like that. Next slide. Thank you guys for your attention. Thanks for your opinion. And when I talk about the difference between men and women, there may be some people who say, no, I don't like that, or no, I don't do thing that, well, which they may not do. But what we are talking about here are men and women in general, acting like the everyday attitudes of most men and women. Thank you. See you next.
Well,
Guys,
thank you,
so
Miss Sheila.
thank you so much. Okay, guys. So before closing, I'd like to give you several vocabularies that we gain by having this discussion. Okay, I'd like to show you. Okay, wait a moment. So here it is. You can see. Not this one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, not this one, but another one. Okay, wait. Shit. Okay. Okay, so this one, yeah, the first one is eliminate. No, this one. Distinguish, yeah, distinguish is membedakan. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, this one membedakan, or you can try to use differentiate or differ. Kemudian ada talkative, it means you love to talk, ya. Ada lawannya itu silencer ya, orang yang senang diam. Ada eliminate menghilangkan, kemudian sufficient itu cukup ya. Sufficient kalau misalnya dalam bentuk kata benda itu qanaah, menerima gitu. Somehow entah mengapa, kemudian live in harmony itu bisa digunakan tuh, bisa diganti juga dengan coexist ya. Jadi kita tuh hidup berdampingan tanpa ada gesekan. Kemudian ada kompleks, bisa menggunakan sinonim complicated, hard itu ya, intricate juga bisa. Kemudian ada leak itu ngebocorin ya. Jadi bukan bocor apa ya, sebenarnya dari kata leak, bocor di atas gitu ya, genteng atau bocor gitu. Tapi juga bisa misalnya video artis bocor. Itu juga bisa pakai leak, atau misalnya ya itulah ya, ngebocorin rahasia itu juga bisa pakai leak. Kemudian ada abnormal, another way kita bisa pakai distinctive ya, distinctive itu khas, unique itu juga bisa. Kemudian ada koma tetap koma bahasa Inggrisnya, titik itu full stop ya di akhir, ya kan, di akhir satu kalimat. Kemudian ada surround mengelilingi, dan yang terakhir buaya darat itu womanizer atau playboy. Oke, womanizer atau playboy. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for the discussion we have tonight. I really appreciate that. But before we close, let's do, take pictures together, or fuckboy maybe. Yeah, fuckboy is like, playboy, womanizer as well. Okay, everyone, show me your videos, open your cam so that we can take pictures together to close the discussion. Okay, so Atio, and also Abdul Adim, Lucas, and also Angga, Mr. Angga, Brother Leon, Swaji as well, Angru Maushi. Okay, everyone. Okay, you can try to tidy up your hair maybe if you want to look that handsome. Okay, so I guess Miss Ella is the most beautiful one right here. Okay, that's okay, Michelle. Okay, guys, thank you. Okay, on the count of three. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's take it once again. Different style. Okay. Show me your expression, unlike the picture in the slide. Okay, man can also different expression, a facial expression. Okay, I want to be like, but I can't. No. Okay, guys, on the count of three. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Okay, so the last I say, how to say? Oh my God. Okay, Hail Ota. Okay, and we say yesterday we say tomorrow. Okay, guys, thank you and see you next time. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Miss Ella. Thank you.